So there I was, pencil pushing in an accounting office, and I get asked by one of our clients, who was a mortgage broker, to audit one of their offices. And then later, he asked me to join the company and become a loan officer. I didn't think I would. I wasn't a salesperson. I was comfortable working in accounting, and but he kept bugging me. So I decided to go and get my license. And at that time, back in 2001 to 2000, early 2000, all you needed to do was pay the $145 for your license, and you're good for 2 years. No tests, no classes to do. And then September 11 happened, and the real estate industry changed, and interest rates began to drop. And because I had ready clients in my accounting work, as well as in my connection while I was working at a law office while in college. I worked for 4 years in a law office while I was in college. I started talking to clients about rates and purchase and refinances. And so that's how the flow of my client base started. And I found that I enjoyed it. There was a component of being in an office, looking at guidelines, looking at numbers, and then at the same time still be a people person to be able to talk to people. In sometime around maybe 2003, 2004, I decided to go on the radio. I actually had a radio show for 5 years while I was a loan officer already. It was at KNDI, and the show was all about the house. It was a call-in radio show, and if people remember, Manong Bernie was my co-host, and we would have people calling in asking questions about mortgages. And the reason why I went on the radio is because the fact that there were so many loan officers who were licensed but didn't take classes. I also at that time started teaching other loan officers about mortgages, and along the way I learned so much more. I benefited so much more by teaching others about mortgage and guidelines. My concern, because I was in accounting and I was in legal, my concern was that how are we sending out these loan officers who have no clue about finances and collecting data, tax return, pay stubs, with no check and balances. And that was my concern, and so that's why I went on the air and I started teaching loan officers. Then in 2011, when the safe licensing for mortgage solicitors came about, I joined Wells Fargo. I was there for 8 years. I stepped down from my management position, and then I joined Fairway, and I make about almost 5 years next month at Fairway as a loan officer. I have enjoyed what I am doing. It is sales. It wasn't my forte, but I've loved every minute of it, although there are times that has been difficult, but I've enjoyed interacting with people. I've enjoyed interacting with buyers, sellers as well, and even especially real estate realtor friends who have they have become my friends, and I look forward to many more years in the industry. And if you are counting the years, yes, I have been a loan officer for 23 years.